Well, hello everyone and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you for joining me. For all my people that have come back and watching again, thank you for joining me again. For all my new ones, thank you for coming along. I have had quite a few new people subscribe, so let me just give you a quick rundown. My name is Cathy. I'm in North Louisiana. I've been sewing, quilting, not sewing. I've been sewing since I was about 8 or 9. I have been quilting or made my very first quilt in June of 2023 for my granddaughter, my very first grandbaby. And how that happened was when I heard I was having a new grandbaby, or a grandbaby, my very first one, I started thinking about the baby quilt. My grandmother always made all of us a baby quilt for our first child. And not that she didn't love the others, but a quilt would go through all of the children. And the one she made me did go through all of my children. So I was thinking about who is going to make my grandbaby their quilt. Well, so I ended up thinking, well, I know how to sew. I should be able to make a baby quilt. It should not be that difficult. So I made my very first baby quilt. And if you'll look right here, I'll put a picture of the quilt that I made. Let me scoot over so I can add it right here. This is the very first quilt that I made for my grandbaby. And if y'all have been here anytime, you know, just 4 months after that, I had another grandbaby. So some of the people that are new here were from the retreat that I just returned from. And y'all know my grandbabies, even the ones at the retreat, know my grandbabies are my heart. So let me just start showing you my updates of things that are completed, that I got completed at retreat, and things that I'm working on. So I'm going to first start with things that I have been working on. At retreat, I made some Nantucket bags. This is the one that I am still working on. You may recognize the fabric. This one right here. This is from the Threads line. That's beautiful. And if you recall, last week I did an unboxing from Fat Quarter Shop. I got this from Fat Quarter Shop, along with the Battenberg quilt kit. Now, this is by Sweetwater. So this is the fabric right here by Sweetwater, just so you can see a bigger picture of what the fabric is. I got that fabric specifically to do one of these little Nantucket summer bags. If you are interested in the pattern to make these Nantucket summer bags, it is free from Moda. But this is one of the things I have left to complete from retreat. I hope to get this done. Guys, if you want to make them, they're beautiful. I will be showing you the Nantucket bag in just a little bit. I did have a question. Someone asked what the Nantucket bags look like. I will show you that in just a moment. They're beautiful bags. They're enormous. Well, they're not enormous, but they hold they're perfectly sized to hold anything really. I've made them for people to put prescriptions in. I actually have one that I put all of my vitamins and supplements in. And I have one that I put my cosmetics in. Not that I wear them right now. I figured, you know, if y'all ever see me in this, y'all know I'm home relaxing, because this is my relaxing house dress. I like to relax when I come home, and I did today. I got home at probably about 2 o'clock today, and I sit down in my recliner and just napped a long time. So up to the next thing that I am working on This is the Saturday sew along, and y'all know I'm flipping my project bins here. This is my Saturday sew along that we are doing in the month of April. And this past week, what we got completed were the half square triangles. I still need to trim mine down. I trimmed a few, but then I said, nah, I'll do it at home. And we got these units here where we have our rectangle with a square on the end of it. And next week, I'm not sure what next week is going to bring. I need to look at my pattern just to see what is happening. It looks like this upcoming week, what we will be doing is assembling one of these half square triangles to one of our rectangles, and then another half square triangle. I'm going to start making mine block by block. We may be able to do all the blocks. We may just be able to assemble one row. It is according to whatever our time limits are. But hey guys, you know, I sew about an hour and a half for y'all to do a video. But that is the idea, is to do these blocks. So I hope you come along with me on Saturday. I release the video Saturday morning at 9 a.m. If you want to sew along with me, I would be so happy. Link is down in the description for this also. This is called the Color Burst Throw. The next thing that I am working on this week is our Celebrate with Quilts. See if I can turn this. This is the Land That I Love. This is the quilt that Timmy and I go live on her channel, at the Siberian Wind. We go on her channel every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we work one block a week. She and I don't always work the same block. We just both choose a block to work, and that's what we sew on. We chit chat. We love it when you guys come over and chat with us while we're sewing. And we've missed, I think, the past 2 weeks maybe for doing this, but hopefully, Tammy, I'm hoping you are up to par. I actually have you running over here beside me. You're live on Sunday night. I have you running over here so I can get my recording done real quick, and then I'm going to pop back in and talk with you. But at retreat, I was able to get some things assembled. Let me get this. I was able to get this row started. And I didn't get all the way done, but I still have, I think one more block to, that we've got done that I can put on there. And that, you know, that'll be one of those quick, just throw it together kind of things. And I have actually made my design wall over here, and I have my quilt hanging on it. I just have to make sure I'm on the right row. I realized that I was thinking I was a different row at retreat, and I am not. And I just realized I'm sitting here, and for retreat, when you pack up to go, you pack things everywhere. I didn't realize I had a rotary cutter in my box for this. But this week, our goal is to do one more block for the quilt. And I kind of start assembling on my own in the background, kind of so to say. I may bring y'all along. I'm still a few blocks behind. So if I sew one, it's not going to be a big deal because I'm still behind. But I will be checking with Tammy to see where she's at also, to see, you know, so we don't get ahead of one another. Now, those are the things that I worked on and that I will be working on this week. Now, there's probably other things that I will be working on as well that I don't know about yet. But let me show you some completes. I am so happy about these completes. See my bag here? My completion bag. If it is in this bag, that means it's ready to go to the long armor. or it's finished completely. So the first thing that I'm showing you guys is the Nantucket bag. I did get a question about what does the Nantucket bag look like. So I have 3 Nantucket bags completed. I know, right? 3. I got on it this weekend and got these done. Look, there's number 1. This was a Christmas mini charm pack that I had. And you'll see, I love Christmas, so it's not surprising that I did a Nantucket bag in Christmas fabric. And y'all, these are great. I'm going to tell you why. If you have a program in your area that does donations to women's shelters, these are perfect. These little bags, and here's another Nantucket bag that I did. These bags are perfect for putting personal items for women that are in the shelter. Give these as Christmas gifts to the shelter. Last year, I did find a women's shelter, and I did do a few bags for women. What I put in there was like little deodorants, toothbrush, toothpaste, feminine products, because you got to think about it. The homeless women, I mean, they still have that going on too. And we need to take care of them, help them the best they can. People are not always homeless by their actions. It could be a loss of job, loss of their support system, their family, and then they just don't know what to do, where to go. This is just a little something that helps them feel normal. And if you would like to contribute, because I will be making these bags again this year, I'm trying to find more women's shelters to find out, you know, how many I can make. They're not just extremely expensive to make, but there are still supplies, and the more you make, the higher the cost gets. So I'm coming to my crew here, my family. If you would like to support this endeavor, feel free. Super chat. I have my PayPal link in the description. Just make sure to put on there for women's shelter donations. And that way I can collect those funds and buy more supplies to make more bags. That is my idea. Or I am selling some of these bags. I'm not quite sure yet. Here's my last one that I made. This is the Tango one. I absolutely love this one. This one is not going to be up for sale because I will be using this one. But the other 2 are up for sale. They're $25 each. I will be including them in a D-stash in the future. I am trying to make as many as I can right now. The sale of these bags will go towards the women's shelter bags. So if you would like to support that, you can either purchase the bag. They are going to be $25. Or you can just do a simple super chat. It does not matter the amount of that. $1, $2, $5, $10. Perfectly fine. I just like supporting the women that are forgotten, really, and just trying to lift them up, give them a sense of, you know, it's okay, somebody is still thinking about you, and just to help them do better. But I can't remember who asked. I can actually look through my messages and see it. But this is the Nantucket bag. You'll notice I have a little charm hanging off of my bag here. That's a different story, and I'll tell you that tomorrow night because I am going to be doing my shopping haul, but that's not something I purchased. So on to my first big complete. Well, this isn't the largest complete. I will have to take a full photo and put up in the description, or put up for you. It won't happen today because it is Sunday night at, I don't even know what time. It is Sunday night at 9:30 p.m. so there won't be any photos. But this is the preppy quilt that we did on our sew-along, and our last sew-along actually. And I had the borders put on. I just put a narrow border because, you know, in the pattern, the Preppy quilt did not require a border. It didn't say anything about a border, but I thought, I really want to make this bigger. Well, there's my narrow border, and I just put a really thick border on the outside of it. So the Preppy quilt is now ready to be long-armed. So that's why it's in this big bag here, because what happens is I will be carrying this next week to Miss Ava to long arm. Now, guys, yes, I know you see what I have here. This is the Tree of Life. I did the large, and I did an additional border kit. Well, I didn't put the additional borders on because I thought just the standard with the regular borders was big enough. This is their borders that they had. So definitely will have to take a picture of this one for later on, because it is massive. That quilt, the idea was to possibly have for my spare bedroom, you know, to change out my quilts in there. That one will definitely fit without the extra borders. And I'm so excited to finally have this one done. It is no longer hanging up here. It is about to be going to the long armor to get quilted. And I'm excited about that. So, just kind of a recap. The trip was fabulous. Lots of sewing, lots of new friends. And, you know, as I told everybody, I know not everybody's going to love my channel that said they were going to subscribe. And if you did, thank you so much. I may be the most boring person you've ever seen, but I do love sharing happy. And this makes me happy. And because there is so much bad in the world, let's have a little happy every now and then. But guys, that is what I have worked this week, what I have completed this week, things that I plan to do. The Nantucket bag, I am going to finish that Threads Nantucket bag. The Color Burst throw, we will be working on that one again Saturday. And Land That I Love, I will be doing that with Tammy on Thursday. So, in between, who knows, I may still be getting this, I will be getting this sewing room together a little more. I will be doing another D-stash pretty soon, sometime within this month. Not real sure when, but I'm going to take a little downtime from the retreat and just kind of rest a little bit, but we will be back at it full-fledged pretty soon. It may be the same thing. You may have a video Monday and Tuesday, not have one Wednesday. We'll be doing the live Thursday on Tammy's channel. Friday may not have a video, and then we'll do the sew along on Saturday, and Sunday may not have a video. But, you know, that's the way life rolls. You learn to go with the flow and just enjoy. So, thank you so much for joining me. Guys, if you have not yet, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not, and click that notification bell so you don't miss anything that we're doing out here on the channel. Each time I release a new video, you will get a notification to see if you're interested in watching that or not. Leave a comment. I love interacting with people that watch my channel, and I know I'm going to have some people out there that I met that may decide to comment. Y'all go ahead. I do appreciate all the comments. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, guys.